What's up, everybody? Let's go over some of the things that happened so far in week 7. There were a couple points I made out and wanted to talk about, so let's get right to it. First is gonna be Gardner Minshew. I mean, this guy was actually good today against a good defense. That was the crazy thing is Cleveland defense has been really good. So nobody really expected Minshew to have 4 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, 3 for 29, and then 15 of 23 through the air for 305 yards for 2 touchdowns and an interception. You had Josh Downs go 5 for 125 on the day with a touchdown, Pittman with a touchdown as well. He had 2 for 83. But Minshew played well. Was not able to get the W, but he played well for us in fantasy, especially in our super flex leagues. You have Anthony Richardson, and he went down. Hopefully, you had Gardner Minshew to fill in, and he did it for you this game. What's that going to be like going forward? We'll see if Gardner Minshew can stay on fire. In other notes, Deshaun Watson got pulled from this game. Looked like he hit his head pretty hard on the ground, and coaching staff decided to hold him out, just play a little bit of precaution. Jerome Ford went down in this game as well. He was having a good game, 11 for 74 on the ground with the touchdown. But Kareem Hunt was the story of the day with 2 touchdowns. Much going for Amari Cooper, Elijah Moore, 4 for 59. They wind up getting the win by 1 as they just barely pull it out. Patrick Mahomes is back to form. 424 yards through the air, 4 touchdowns with an interception, another 4 for 29 rushing. It was just him and Travis Kelce basically playing catch out there. 12 for 179 and a touchdown for Travis Kelce. Rashee Rice, 5 for 60 and a touchdown. MVS, 3 for 84 and a touchdown. Just kind of spreading it around as he usually does. But big game. I mean, he hasn't been that good this year, or I don't want to say hasn't been that good, hasn't been up to our expectations, up to what his standard is. And the receiving core hasn't done much to help. So it was nice to see in this game Patrick Mahomes kind of get back on track. Where on the other side of the ball, you had Joshua Palmer, 5 for 133, Keenan Allen, 4 for 55. Everett was the one with the receiving touchdown. Joshua Kelly had the 1 rushing touchdown, but Justin Herbert just couldn't get it done. 259, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions in this game. Mahomes on top. Then Bijan Robinson, we're all freaking out on Bijan. He's not getting touches. He's not getting carries. Finished the game with 1 touch, 1 carry for 3 yards. And we're all sitting here wondering, why is Cordell Patterson getting the ball? Why is Tyler Algier getting the ball? Why is Bijan not getting the ball? We've heard some news that apparently Bijan was sick and he wasn't feeling good, and that is the reason why. But we all jumped to the conclusion that Arthur Smith was just on to his bullshit. You already have a top wide receiver and a top tight end that you spent a ton of draft capital on that you don't use properly. And now you're not going to use Bijan. I mean, hopefully this report is true and Bijan was sick, but he killed a lot of fantasy managers this week, including myself that wound up playing him because there was nothing that came out really beforehand that told us that Bijan was sick and was not going to get a full workload. They do wind up winning this game by 3. Desmond Ridder looked horrible with his 3 fumbles. He continues to just turn the ball over, especially in the red zone, just killing plays for these Falcons. They are 4-3, but is a quarterback switch coming with the way that Desmond Ridder is playing? Let me know what y'all think. Jahmyr Gibbs, the breakout, has finally came 11 for 68 on the ground with a touchdown and then 9 for 58 through the air on 10 targets. This is what we wanted to see out of Jahmyr Gibbs. He doesn't have to have 15 to 20 carries. If he's getting 10 to 12 carries and he's getting almost double-digit targets, that's what we're looking for. So this was a great game to see out of Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, Detroit only ran the ball 14 times in total because they were getting blown out by Baltimore. So Jahmyr Gibbs could have had more carries on the ground, but an awesome game from Gibbs. It was really good to see that. I think we all needed to see that. So all of a sudden, his stock is going to go up, is going to skyrocket up once again in Dynasty and redraft. Everybody's going to be onto Jahmyr Gibbs now, especially with Monty out, depending how many games Monty is going to miss here. Or even when he comes back. I mean, you see what Jahmyr Gibbs can do with just 11 carries. So do they start getting him more involved in the pass game as we expected? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. News comes out before the game. DK Metcalf is inactive. So I rushed to put JSN in some of my lineups. And it pays off. JSN finally arrives. 4 for 63 on 7 targets with the touchdown. We're finally able to see what JSN can do when he doesn't have 2 Pro Bowl players in front of him, showcasing what we all believed in and what we all thought of JSN coming in. So we do just have to have patience with JSN. I think the second half of the season, we'll see JSN start to get more and more involved, and they'll look for more ways to find him the football. So now the JSN window is closing as far as his value. It's going to be tough to get him now of what he showcased after this game. But does this continue for JSN even when DK comes back? Does Tyler Lockett start to get faded out of the offense? He only had 5 targets on 4 for 38. Let me know what you guys think down below. Last topic is the Love boat sinking. Jordan Love did not look great in this game, especially that first half. He was absolutely horrible. Finishes with 180 yards on 2 touchdowns and an interception. But they wind up losing this game and go 2-4 now to a horrible defense in the Denver Broncos. AJ Dillon 15 for 61. Aaron Jones only 8 carries for 35 yards. Nothing really happened through the air. A touchdown for Jaden Reed, a touchdown for Dubes, but nobody had over 35 receiving yards on this Green Bay team. Jordan Love just looks like he is struggling. And again, this is a bad defense. What happens going forward when they start playing better defenses? You got Christian Watson back. He did go down in this game. So keep an eye out on Christian Watson and his health going forward. But things are just not really clicking for the Green Bay Packers here, and they need to get something going. That'll wrap it up for this video, guys. We are on the road to 500 subs. So help us out there. Smash that like, smash that subscribe if it's your first time here and you are digging the content. But I appreciate y'all for coming out. Drop any questions or comments that you have below on any of the topics or players that we talked about in this video. I'll see y'all on the next one.